Hello and welcome, everybody, to the Codfish with your host, Captain Hook. As always, if you're hooked on the content, feel free to give me a like and subscribe. So, today we're going to be talking about the featured game mode Attack of the Undead 20. There's a couple different forms of Attack the Undead: Super Attack the Undead, OG Attack of the Undead. There's actually several. But today we're mainly going to be talking about Attack of the Undead 20. We're going to be giving you some pro tips on how to stay alive and how to get those kills if you are the undead and how to get that nuke. So on this map, basically what you want to do is you want to always keep moving. The more you're
Let's go
moving, the
this
better.
way. Never
The less
mind.
likely that you're going to take a tomahawk to the face. Now you can see in the top right hand corner of my screen that we have a transform shield. All right. So at the beginning of the match, you get to pick between having a transform shield or a sentry gun,
Enemy
communicating with
in
your teammates
sight.
to decide which strategy is best for you. That'll dictate how you play this match out. These zombies are ruthless. So some other pro tips I'd give you. I recommend running something, an AR with the right attachments for good mobility, or an SMG. On the flip side, you can run something like the RPD with the heat cooling barrel if you're paranoid about
Enemy
running out
in
of ammo.
sight.
Ideally, you want two people left alive. The reason being is because you want to be able
Targets
to
in sight.
call in the nuke after you get it,
Tango down.
which it's really hard to do if you're the last person left alive, because the likelihood that the enemy's going to rush into you and actually kill you is very high.
Target down.
All right.
Tango down.
Sometimes it's really hard to call in the nuke when you're playing solo, but we did it. So at the start of the match here, you'll see you get to pick between a sentry gun and a transform shield. Either option is pretty good, but depending on your strategy and the map, you're going to want to go with one over the other. Here on Raid, I'm going to give you some pro tips on where to go if you are alive and you're not the
Let's
undead,
go
places
this
to
way.
camp. We'll give you some pro tips. One
In
of them being
sight.
back here. So whenever you are the undead, like I am here now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to try to find the real people in the lobby, and you're going to want to kill those people first. The reason being is that you kill a real person, and then they will also be able to help you kill the remaining people in the lobby. So, other tips I can give you with this game mode is you're really going to want to practice your tomahawks. The key to using a tomahawk is anticipating the person's movement. And I'll be able to throw up some screen clips on the side here for you of me actually hitting some good tomahawk kills. Okay, so here on Incursion. So, some pro tips for you. I might have
Who
mentioned this
shall
earlier,
be
but
the
make sure
first
you're
to
picking a
fall?
lightweight weapon, something that has some good mobility so you could really dodge tomahawks and try to outmaneuver the enemy zombies. On this map specifically, what you're going to do is you're going to go up here into this building and camp somewhere, preferably in one of these small rooms with a teammate. You're going to want to put a transform shield right here and or here if you both have a transform shield. And basically the transform shield just adds more mantling time, gives you more time to reload, gives you more time to actually kill the zombies when they're running after you. Any of those rooms up there are fairly decent for this strategy. It just depends on your personal preference. So one thing this game mode really does help you with is getting better at your melees. It teaches you how to close the distance between you and an enemy so that you can get close enough to them just to melee them and get the kill. For you camo grinders out there, game modes like this are also fantastic for working on those camo challenges. Alrighty, folks. On this map,
Who
our
shall
strategy
be
is
the
going to be
first
you're
to
going to want to camp
fall?
back here. All right, you and your team are definitely going to want to camp back here. And you're probably going to want to have all sentry
Let's go
guns.
this
I
way.
mistakenly did not pick up a sentry gun, but you want to put a sentry gun preferably here and then preferably over here. The reason being because if you let the zombies get over here or over here, they can plant their tactical insertions and then just annihilate you with tomahawks running at you super fast with their speed boost, etc., etc. And that's just going to end your match. So you don't want to do that. Another pro tip, make sure you're always throwing out your trip mines. You get one of those like every 30 seconds or so forth. Make sure you're constantly spamming those. So other tips
Enemy
include
in
making sure
sight.
that you have good mobility on your weapon. Good mobility will keep you from
Tango
catching a
down.
tomahawk to the face. Other tips, if you don't go with mobility and you want to prioritize ammo, go with the RPD heat cooling barrel. You always want to keep moving because if you stop moving, the likelihood of you dying is a
Enemy
lot
in
higher.
sight.
But yeah, go with the RPD heat cooling barrel if you would like for ammo. And then at the end, if you're the last survivor, you get one of these fancy
Enemy
little death
contact.
machines. The transform shield does flashbang the zombies. Just be aware that you have it in your back pocket. Alrighty, everybody. Well, thank you for stopping by the
Enemy in
Codfish.
sight.
If you're hooked on the content, feel free to leave a All right,
Enemy
of
in
like and
sight.
course, if I'm subscribe. It'd be
Enemy
lucky
in
enough to. Greatly appreciated. Really helps the channel out. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video. GG's.